Okay guys, so I haven't done a YouTube video in quite a while, so I thought I'd do a tour of my new room. This is my new room in the new house, so I thought I'd do that. Anyway, here goes. Alright, let's start. Let's just go sort of round that way. This is my little netbook that the school gives you in Australia, where I come from. Some people said I'm American for some reason, I don't know why. Well, commented. This is a free laptop that the school gives you. Well, the government gives you. It's a free little ThinkPad. It comes with Adobe and all that on it. So it's pretty good for what it is. You know, being free and stuff. Over here, this is my iPhone 3G. It's my iPhone 3G. Currently I'm recording on my Ipod Touch, so, you know. It's jailbroken, so I put backgrounds and I put Game Center and stuff on there. It has a DC Comics case, for any of you who are into comics and things. Batman and all that on the back, and Detective Comics. Down here we have my dock. It's an Altec Lasing, really good dock. Broke it though, because my Ipod Touch was in there, and my friend came over and knocked it over, fell straight to the ground, and got to fix the soldering connections in it, because it doesn't. You have to push it from behind to get it to work and stuff. Below that, that's my Philips speaker from my Philips stereo. You'll see that in a second. This is my LG DVR. Well, not DVR, because it's not a digital video recorder. I mean, just digital box. It's about 5 years old. It's for my TV, because I've got an analog tuner, and they're turning off analog signals in a few days from when I upload the video. Yeah, it's not too bad for what it is. Up here, this is my old phone and a pair of iPod headphones. It's a Dext, for any of you who are familiar with that model. Overseas it might be called a Click where you're from, I don't know. All depends on who you are. I love my 360. It's out in the lounge room at the moment, but you've probably seen in previous videos. These are all of the games on this, well, sort of cube thing. So this is one of the games I got with it, so it's really old, and you can see it's kind of faded because of the green. I also got Dead or Alive 4 with it, so that one. More of my newer games are down here, and some old Xbox games. So, you know, you've got Red Dead Redemption, Mafia 2. I'm a big fan of Grand Theft Auto. Alright, this is my Philips stereo, about 5 years old. Maybe, I think 6 actually, 6 maybe? No, 5, definitely 5, 2006. It's gotten really bad of late. I mean, it still does really good sound and plays DVDs, but the speakers and stuff, they're all kind of screwed up. I mean, not the speakers, the screen in it. Not sure if you can see that, but as you can see, that's supposed to say auxiliary, and that's all that comes up now, because the screen, the little dots in the screen of dying and stuff. So, I mean, other than that, it's a pretty good stereo. Up on this shelf is my Psp Collection. Not that big, because I haven't owned one that long, so... Little Big Planet came with it. So, because I got a Little Big Planet one, so it's greeny, turquoisey colour. Box. I actually really like this box. It sort of opens up like... You pull it out from the bottom and it comes up like this. I can't really show you the card inside because that has my details on it. But yeah, that's the box for my Motorola Dex. It was a good phone, but it was getting really slow and aging really badly, so I would have gotten a Click 2, but Wii games, Wii Fit Plus and stuff like that. That's just under there. Down here is just some random stuff. I accidentally left these DVDs out. They're supposed to be in there, but anyhow, the due date and stuff. And the town. Yeah, that's the other one. Here is my Dodge Magnum, yellow one. I think it looks kind of cool. I'm a real big fan of cars, if you didn't already know that. My other speaker, an Ethernet cable leading to my computer because the Wi-Fi in here is a little bit screwy sometimes. Just a red chair. My mum didn't want it, and she gave it to me, so I just have a red chair for throwing stuff on, I suppose. There's my remotes for my TV and my Philips stereo. A DC beanie. I really like it. It's kind of cool looking. $15 on clearance. Pretty good. That's just my cupboard. Bag. Books. Here's my printer. I love this. Look at this. Springs out like that. I like that feature. It's pretty cool. It's got no ink at the moment, so it's kind of useless. But it's a Wi-Fi, if you can see there. Wi-Fi plus Ethernet one, which is reasonable. Epson. Yeah, so the cartridges are really cheap for it. My uni, there is my Uniden phone charger or whatever. We have a whole set of them. Usually, the rest of them are silver, but I got the blue one, so it's kind of special. Because it's blue. That's it there. Don't know why I have a spoon there. I'll put it there. Books. Just random books. Cars. As I said before, big fan of Cars. Not the movie Cars. It's an okay. It's pretty good. It's a Pixar movie, so it's pretty good. Here are my games. I'm a big Sims fan, so you can see that there. Also have Grand Theft Auto on the computer. I run that on my HP, which is out in the lounge room with the rest of my stuff. Cup, Universal Studios, Clapper or whatever. That is my dragon that I made. I had to make a dragon for Year 7 art. I'm not in Year 7 anymore. That's like 2 or 3 years old, so I'm Year 9. Up here is just my Apple boxes. So I recently got a Magic Mouse. I should do a review on that, but all depends. Apple remote box, because when I ordered my iMac, I didn't actually order it, so I didn't at the time. Mine was the first one not to come with a remote as standard. So OS 10 Leopard, that was for my Imac, which is in the cupboard and it's dead. So Snow Leopard, I bought that for my iMac. Last one not to have Snow Leopard pre-installed, and first one too, because mine's in early 2009, so I bought mine in May just before it came out. Apple Mighty Mouse boxes. One's a wireless one for this mouse, which I broke, as you can see. So that's why I'm not using that, and it sort of also is not that good. This is my Sony Camera, my CyberShot. I like the case for it. Just let me get it out. Oops. It's a black one. It's pretty good. $100. That is a good camera for $100. As you can hear, you might be able to hear my dogs outside. They're having a little pissy fit, but anyhow. Box full of my DS games. I keep all my DS games in there. And on top is my DS Lite. Probably still can't see. My dad's old Ipod Nano. He gave that to me when he got an Ipod Classic. PSP. It probably looks kind of bluey coloured, but it's not really. It's actually turquoise. My Gecko Guard. These are really, really good screen protectors. They are anti-glare, and they're really good for retina displays too, because they don't disturb the quality like some of the others, and they're not shiny, and they're very durable. I actually thought when I first put it on, I hadn't actually put it on, and I took it off and I actually ruined one of them. But on my iPhone, it's, as you saw, it's pretty good. Oh, this is, yeah, my little PSP I forgot to mention. It comes with a little Sackboy character on the side, and it comes with a Sackboy case, as you can see. It says Little Big Planet. Got that cheap too. I keep getting stuff on really good deals. My Microsoft mouse, this is from the HP because it's got a really bad mouse pad in my HP. It's a brand new computer, but it's terrible, terrible mouse pad. Remote for the DVI. It also controls the TV, so I just use this remote. Apple remote on top. And then down here is my Mac store. I think it's 320 gig, I just use it for Time Machine. My pride and joy, my iMac. I love this computer. It's a really good computer. It's 3 years old now, but well, it's almost 3. Lease ends in May of next year, so I get a new one. My Magic Mouse on my Acer mousepad, because for some reason the bottom, see, if you look at the black bits on the bottom, they're not that good on this sort of material, because it's sort of a rough, scratchy sort of desk, so it's not really good on that sort of desk, so I have to use a mousepad. And it's not a bad mousepad, it's just this Acer, that's the only thing. Keyboard. Oh, that's my desktop background. You may recognize it with an Apple, but I have this background on my school netbook, so I sort of edited out the Apple. Because, you know, having an Apple logo on a PC, it's a bit, I don't know, sort of, who cares. That's my Ipod Nano. It's a really nice looking Ipod Nano. I like the green. I actually have a matching flash drive to this. The flash drive matches in colour. Pretty good big green fan. I like green, but blue's my favourite. Just giving you some background info. Then down here is my boxes. So I have my Motorola. I don't know what this Eco Moto thing, there's a tag that says Eco Moto. I don't know how that's eco in any way, shape or form, but anyhow. Sony Camera box, Nintendo DS box, and PSP box. Just some random stuff. Xbox 360 box for wireless adapter, I think. All my cords. I'm not a big fan of cords, so you know I don't have that many running down. I think that's about it. Yep, that is about it.